Welcome everyone, I'm Jordan Sharp. We are down to the conference finals here in the NBA with only 4 teams left. It's time for me to take a look at the updated NBA futures odd. The road to the finals is very, very close here, and a couple of these teams looking like they could have some excellent future odds value heading into the conference finals kicking off on Tuesday evening. We'll start it off with the very big favorite from Sportsbook.ag, and that is the Golden State Warriors coming in at minus 180 to win the NBA championship this year. Now, the Golden State Warriors are definitely for real, and they definitely seem to have the best shot of anybody to win the title, especially now the fact they don't have to go through the Clippers. But the Rockets are still going to pose some problems for this Golden State Warriors team, and I sincerely doubt they'll be able to sweep the Rockets, maybe not even win in 5 games. Now, if they do win in 5 games, I think that even puts a little bit more value potentially on their championship odds, but they're getting to the point where they're borderline overvalued, but not quite there just yet, I think, in these specific odds, but you could be seeing some different ones here from other sports books across the globe here. So at minus 180, not quite overvalued yet, but definitely almost reaching that point, I think. An undervalued team, especially considering the injury concerns, is Cleveland right now, coming in at 3-1 to win the NBA championship. Of course, they have to get past the Hawks, which isn't going to be a very easy task, but if they can do that, the Golden State Warriors pose a much more bigger threat, I think, to this team, especially the fact that they're not 100% healthy and likely won't be for the rest of the playoffs. But at 3-1, there is still value there, especially if this team can heal miraculously over the next few days and take care of business against Atlanta rather quickly to give them some opportunities to rest against a much younger and less experienced Golden State Warriors team potentially in the finals if indeed that matchup ends up becoming the case. Next one is the Houston Rockets. Of course, they come in all the way down at plus 950. Big upset potentially if they beat the Golden State Warriors in the Western Conference Finals. Of course, they've won 3 in a row to make a huge comeback against the Los Angeles Clippers in the semifinals. But this is a much tougher task against a team that's #1 offense in the entire NBA and a team that they haven't beaten at all so far this season. So plus 950, probably even just a little bit overvalued considering their actual chances to beat the Golden State Warriors in this series. But at plus 950, I'm probably not taking anything on the Houston Rockets to win the NBA championship. The Hawks come in finally at 12-1. They're probably the team with the most value just because they do have, I think, a good chance of beating the Cleveland Cavaliers in this series. The Cavs are banged up. The Hawks have had some success against the Cavs during the regular season, and they're the more rested team and have home court advantage. So obviously 12-1 here is probably the only shot I'm willing to take on one of these big future odds, especially the team like the Hawks having to go up against LeBron James. But if they can somehow stop everybody else on Cleveland but LeBron James, I think they could have a very good shot at upsetting them and getting to the NBA Finals. And then 12-1, even against a team potentially like the Golden State Warriors, could hold some value here later in the playoffs. So that'll do it for your NBA Future Odds update. Make sure you check out some of my other NBA picks coming out today and later this week. But until then, I'm Jordan Sharp, and this has been another edition of the Sharp Pig.